Florida, famed for its vibrant culture and stunning beaches, is now under a different spotlight. A comprehensive new immigration bill, Senate Bill 1718, recently passed the Florida legislature, sparking concern and raising questions. This legislation, actively championed and endorsed by Governor Ron DeSantis, marks a dramatic shift in Florida's approach towards undocumented immigrants, touching various aspects of their lives. These changes could not only reshape the state of Florida, but also set a precedent for the rest of the nation. One key change is increased scrutiny on businesses. The law authorizes random audits of firms suspected of employing undocumented workers. Construction companies may be hit particularly hard. Shortages of skilled labor have already put the industry under pressure, and the new restrictions on hiring undocumented workers could exacerbate the situation, potentially stalling vital construction projects across the state. This could destabilize Florida's economy, with repercussions for all residents. The healthcare sector also faces significant changes. Hospitals are now required to track and share with the state their expenditures on care provided to undocumented immigrants. Imagine a mother avoiding taking her child to the hospital for fear of being reported. The potential fallout could be a public health crisis, affecting everyone in the state. Identification documents for undocumented immigrants face new restrictions. Local governments are now prohibited from funding organizations that issue identification cards to undocumented immigrants. Moreover, non-citizen driver's licenses from other states are no longer recognized in Florida. Envision an undocumented college student, unable to use his out-of-state driver's license for identification or drive to school, facing daily difficulties. The legal profession faces dramatic changes as well. The new law repeals a 2014 provision that allowed undocumented immigrants to practice law in Florida. Picture a young woman who, despite being at the top of her law class and passing the bar exam, finds her dream of practicing law in Florida shattered due to her immigration status. Transportation of undocumented immigrants has also been targeted. While the original proposal aimed to criminalize the act of transporting undocumented immigrants within Florida, the final version only applies to transporting these individuals across state lines into Florida. Consider a scenario where a college student gives a ride to a friend, only to discover they've inadvertently committed a felony because their friend was an undocumented immigrant. Critics, including Representative Dodie Joseph, question the state's interference with federal immigration enforcement. They fear it could lead to increased profiling and discrimination, making life increasingly difficult for undocumented immigrants. This sweeping legislation could potentially affect tens of thousands of individuals who contribute to Florida's diverse communities and its economy. The decisions made in Florida today could shape not just the state's future, but also influence immigration policies across the country. Now more than ever, it's crucial for us all to stay informed, understand the implications of these changes, and use our voices to shape the future we want to see. The initial proposals of this bill reveal the state's aggressive stance towards undocumented immigrants. Even in its watered-down form, the bill's consequences can be severe. It's not just about politics, it's about human lives, rights, and our collective future. So let's stand together, informed and strong, to shape a future built on understanding, empathy, and justice.